on? What's going on, Laurent?
The blues, the blues,
The January blues are hitting
the
you?
blues, the blues. Oh, it's that time of the year. It's that time of year.
Mm.
You know how it is at Chelsea, right? When the owners decide to be cutthroat, and then you get in that manager that comes in.
Hold on, not manager,
You
head
want to say
coach.
coach, you want to say head coach.
Head coach.
However, if you were listening to his pressers, he told you, "I'm going to be making the decisions." You know what I mean? So,
That's what Maresca said too.
mm,
That's what Amarim said.
well, man, this guy seems to be liked by the big bosses up top. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But
So did Maresca at one
Yeah,
point
I
in
was gonna
time.
say Maresca was
yeah,
liked.
They were
uh,
all liked, fam. That's how it starts.
It's the honeymoon phase, Laurent. You know
uh,
this. Come on.
that's what you guys think it is. Well, listen. At the end of the day, Chelsea FC has shown that they can play some pretty good football. I was amazed. I was amazed. I know earlier in the week I said I've lost all my passion for the sport for watching. It was a disastrous week, and thanks to Mr. Liam Rosenior, that passion has suddenly been reignited. That
Gosh.
fire, that spark. Um, man, how many players right? We had our defender scoring. Yeah, two our defenders scoring. Our number nine was looking good, bro. Our number. Listen, I'm telling you right now, if Yacarez was on that pitch, Yacarez would have had them touches, bro. He would have had them touches, 9 touches in the opposition box, shots, right? So the new system is here, and Chelsea FC, like Liam Rosner has said, we're bringing back the old Chelsea, the Chelsea that people used to fear. Stamford Bridge is no longer safe, and with that,
Yo, is this CJ? Is this how Ty from AFTV sounds? Like diluted and fucking like.
No, give Laurent some credit. Like he's just doing this to wind us up, like just for banter. He doesn't mean this.
no,
I'm trying to save
listen,
him, fam. There's no way
I
you're
will,
getting gassed off of one win against Charlton. Fam, do you know what division
it's
they're in?
bro, it's not. Listen, if you want to
Oh
talk
my
about
god.
wins, all right. You know what? Since we're out here scrutinizing performances, let's scrutinize yours, right? You guys concede a goal in the third minute. You're barely
Oh my god.
squeaking back. It took you guys what, corners and an own goal, right, to show dominance against a team in another, not even in the Premiership. So tell me, right, where we're talking about teams that aren't at the level. So why did it look like you guys had to stumble over to get that W?
Fam, it was
Stumble.
4-1.
Huh?
It
Stumble
was
over.
4-1. What do you mean stumble?
And hold on, right? They scored in the third minute. You allowed them 5 shots on target, my guy. 5 shots
Okay,
on target. 8 shots total. 5 shots on target. Come on. And then what? 42% possession? Come on, bro.
that's fine.
Come
Yo,
on.
fam.
Come on. No, because you guys want to scrutinize, right? You guys came. I was just talking about
Yeah,
how good we're
because
doing, and then
you're
you guys. Uh-huh.
you're amping up the Chelsea game like it's like you
Of
guys
course. What?
face
The
prime
double.
Barcelona and you're fucking
Yeah,
playing
bro. No, you
Charlton
can't.
And
Athletic, bro.
and
You
Like,
can't do
this
that.
this is what I'm gonna add in my other point, because now let's go back in time to the Cardiff City, right? I think, who's it? We faced Cardiff and then we faced Lincoln. I believe those two games, right? Were those two teams from outside the Premiership.
for the
Oh,
EFL Cup.
I forgot which competitions it was, but we faced two teams, Cardiff, I believe, and Lincoln. Those games were not pretty at all, at all. If you guys recall, right? At all. These were not pretty games, to the point where we had to bring in our starters, like, and we did not look comfortable. And these were tight games, right? But now this guy, one one game, he comes in, and I noticed bro, we all noticed the changes he made to the style of play. Fam, we were
Oh,
shooting from
Laurent, fam. You're
no,
my
no, no.
boy, bro. You're my boy. I don't
I'm
want
a,
to see this for you.
I'm a
Please
dude,
don't
but
do this to yourself.
Listen,
You
I'm gonna do
cannot
it.
fall into this trap this early against Charlton, fam.
I'm gonna
You
do it.
can't.
I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna stand on it. What I'm saying is this: is that if he keeps playing, if he keeps us structured the way we were structured, and he allows the players to play with that freedom, that knack, bro, we are looking very dangerous for one, the Champions League, the EFL, and the FA Cup. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say because the type of chances that were created were not the type of chances that were created under Maresca, even against the same type of level opposition. And that is a fact. That is a fact. You can go check the history, check those games, right?
Hmm.
Those are not pretty games at all. And we look controlled, bro. For the first time, ask any Chelsea fan. For the first time, we weren't scared of our defenders like doing some fuckery. Like we're comfortable. We were watching that game and it was comfort from beginning to end. And who did we have in the back line? The two players, the two center backs that, bro. When we seen the lineup initially, my heart dropped because why is Tosin and Badia Shield starting in the back, right?
Because you're playing Charlton Athletic.
And still, in those games under Maresca, it was like headaches. You don't know what's going to happen. There's this loss of control. But this, bro, this was surgical dissection, bro. Like
Oh my
it,
God.
it, it was beautiful. And the only goal that they scored was off a set piece, off a corner. Apart from that, they weren't saying much. They weren't saying much. So no, man, I'm gonna give him his props. I'm gonna give him his props. Yes, it is for a first game, right? Against that type of opposition, those results are to be expected. But results aside, to me, it was the quality of play. It was how those goals came about, which was something we were not seeing on the Maresca. There's back passes very limited. Everything was positive on the front end. And I'm telling you, come Wednesday, right? Because these are the same players that faced you guys 10 men down, right? At the bridge. hmm So we played the same type of game, and suddenly I don't know, man. I don't know if you guys are gonna come on about talking about PA teacher this, LinkedIn that. I think you're gonna finally see that sometimes when you give someone the opportunity, even if they're not qualified for the job, that they can surprise you. So yeah, I'll leave it at that.
So you're a believer.
Oh, uh, after this game. And mind you, listen, I did my homework because I ended up looking at the Strasbourg games, right? Because he managed there, and I wanted to see how he was setting up, even like the way the keeper was pushing up. He's playing almost as a center back in some instances. Bro, it was good. It was refreshing ideas, bro, and that's what you want to see. You want to see a manager that comes in and that brings in a new style, a new right, a new burst of life into a team. And bro, let's not talk about his pressers. I think Liam Rosenior is the king of pressers going forward in the Premier League. I don't care what you say, not Arnie Slot, not Mikel Arteta. This guy knows how to do it, bro. He comes in, what does he do? Shakes the hands of every journalist before the presser even starts. You guys seen that? Every single one. Amen. Amen. And then he gets to the questions, and boy, eloquent. Eloquent, you guys are laughing, but he knows because at the end of the day, too, I'm pretty sure the players listen to the pressers, right? I'm going to be surprised, and he has a good way about like, he brings the positivity out of the players, right? And for the first time, I actually seen those players like they look like, man, we want to play, bro. We want to play, we want to represent, and yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Give it 2 more weeks.
I'm here for it. Hey, listen, it's at the end of the day, it's a project, right? It's a project.
Now it's a project.
Bro, everything is a project. Wait, you guys, shit. How long was your project? You tell me, bro. Your project was 6 years in the making. 6 fucking years. Yeah, man, it is a project, right?
Yeah.
So
And other teams that have tried to make the project, someone like Manchester United,
mhm,
haven't been able to do shit.
right, right. And it is what it is. But man, when a guy comes in and right off the bat, bro, you just see such fluidity that you did not see again. It's not like we played those same type of level oppositions in the past and we were dominating because we weren't under Maresca. That's a fact. We weren't competing, like we weren't playing like a Premiership side. And then this guy comes in and he brings in his new ideas, his double pivot, the Caicedo and the Santos. Whew. Yo, you guys should have seen that. I don't know if you guys watched that game, but boy, that looked like complete control from your center defensive mids, bro. Oh man.
Well,
And
already he's gonna have to adapt because he's not gonna have Caicedo on Wednesday. So what does he do then? This great
oh,
double pivot that you're talking about. So
listen,
let's see
listen,
how he adapts.
listen, bro. Come on, man. Yo, you think the specs are just for show? Bro, he has it, bro. He has it. He has it. I think all Chelsea fans are giving him, like we're backing him. We're backing him. And he sold me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He sold me.
What? This is
I
crazy.
yeah. Listen, at
I'm
first I was
just
just
glad that this is recorded so that in like 2, 3 weeks' time we can come back to this entire segment. And when Laurent's bitching about the way he's playing in Champions League or something, or losing against a Brighton, then we can be like, oh, so what happened to him being like, like an amazing coach, an amazing, sorry, manager? That's why I enjoy that the fact that these things are recorded. You know,
mm,
But this is what I
because to
mean.
be
Yeah, go on.
no, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, finish your point. Finish your point.
I was gonna say, to be honest with you, I was just gonna skim through the FA Cup because there's only a few teams that played stiff competition, and neither one of our teams played any stiff competition. So for me, I wasn't gonna even say anything. I was just gonna say, job done. Let's keep it moving.
And that's pretty much what I was gonna say too. There's no need to dissect these FA Cup games on both Arsenal side or Chelsea side. Either way, I wasn't gonna come in here and super scrutinize either club or praise either club for anything. Like the good that we did, Martinelli's hat trick, right? Marino playing well in the CDM role, things like that. Like there's only so much you can dissect because you have to take the opposition into account. And it's the same thing with that Chelsea game. If you guys had struggled to get over the line but still got over the line, you can't do it either way. You can't go too crazy with the praise, but you wouldn't also have been able to go too crazy with the criticism because it's one game and it would have been his first game. So if he didn't play well, but maybe still won the game or whatever,
but why
you got
aren't
to
you
give.
guys factoring in the most important part that under Maresca, those same type of games were not played to the level that we were supposed to play?
Because there's
That's
something
So
called a new manager bounce.
right,
No,
exactly. That's the
but
thing. You
again,
have to. It
even
is a
that,
thing for
even that.
sure.
Let's what does that mean? New manager bounce, right?
It
Is
means
it
the thing that
moving?
you said is the
No,
players get hyped now because of fresh ideas, a fresh mind, fresh leadership. Like how long does that last? One game is not a good enough sample size to say everything's turned around. You know what I mean? Like you have to give it a
bro,
little bit of time. You have to give it Premier League time because again, we're talking about a different level of opposition. So judge him after 5 games in the Prem, 2 weeks in the Prem, a month in
no,
the Prem.
no one is saying that it's been turned around. What I'm saying is this: is that at least from the attacking point, stand right, bro. We've seen Giddens
You
play
still
in
need a
certain.
bigger sample size than
Uh,
this one
I
game against
I
a
I
poor championship team.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm looking at, right? It's almost like I'm a scout, right? I'm a scout, and then I go to the park, right? And for some instances, these things actually happen in real life, right? A scout sees a player one time, right? That's a sample size, and he can almost, yo, this guy might be something. You know what I mean? And then you write their name down, and then maybe you give him you might give him a call and whatnot, right? Usually that's what it takes for some people to even get their breakthrough moments in life. It's just one instance, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's like we gave him one game, and these ideas aren't half bad. The movement is not bad. These are things that these same players. It's not like he got a batch of fresh new players. These same players were not. The pattern of play was not the same, obviously because a different manager, right? A different tactic, different structural setup, and whatnot. But in terms of the attack, bro, this is what you want to see. And if that's what he's coming with, I'm all for it because Maresca was not bringing that, right? He was not allowing the players to play in that manner, right?
You're
So,
being a revisionist. You're being a hindsight merchant, bro. This is the same
bro,
Maresca that you loved just last week and didn't agree with the sacking. This is the same Maresca that got you guys 2 trophies to this point that you still brag about. This is the same Maresca that has you guys in the semifinals of the EFL Cup. This isn't what's his name, Rosenar's work. You guys are in the semifinals of the EFL Cup because of Maresca.
and
So
just like Liam Rosenior said, right? We're not here to bash what Maresca has done, right? What Maresca has done is terrific, it is tremendous, right? Um, We respect it. But at this point, right, we now have to move forward because unfortunately, Maresca is no longer here. All right. And now, what is the identity that we're trying to build at Chelsea? What is the type of football that we're trying to build at Chelsea? Right? That's what we want to see. What we saw is what we want to see. So what we're asking him is just go from there and keep building, keep building, keep building. Of course, it's not gonna be perfect. We're gonna lose games here and there, but so long as that is a trajectory, bro, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
CJ, isn't it funny how like the conversation changes whenever they're like, "Oh, how long has it taken Arteta to build this and that?" And now it's like, "Keep building, keep building." Oh,
It's funny, yeah. I find it funny. Chelsea has
it's
actually been trying to emulate the Arsenal model for building a project and building a young team with a young coach for a while now. I've noticed that too, actually. But funny enough, actually, to Laurent's point, somewhat, I was actually reading a stat that this is the first manager in like 8 managers of
To win their
Chelsea,
first game, right?
yeah, to win their first game, which is that was that's a crazy stat to me. I didn't know the
As a
past like 8
manager.
managers before him haven't won their
hmm.
first game. But like I said, I think it's very important to take the opposition into account.
I agree. You know what? I agree. I agree. Which is why I think all Chelsea fans have also agreed that this Wednesday will be the perfect sandbox. The
Mhm.
perfect sandbox to see how his new setup, his new tactics, right, come into play. Um, and boy, if he delivers on Sunday, I mean on Wednesday, you can bet your ass that every Chelsea fan is cashing in their Liam Rosenior ticket as ASAP, ASAP. If he delivers
Mhm.
on
But
Wednesday,
you see, again, that's why I say it's still too early either way. If you guys get bashed on Wednesday, is Liam in the hot seat already? No, he's not. Like Arsenal's expected to go through in this tie. Arsenal's the favorites
yes,
in this tie because of Chelsea's not all the way turned around yet. This is now turnover. This game
hmm
might come one too soon, essentially, maybe for Liam to get his ideas in. You're now playing the caliber of opposition that we're talking about in terms of a test.
But
You know
now,
what I
what if he
mean?
performs? That's the question. What if on Wednesday he
He
performs
performs
and
right.
and then he performs exceptionally well,
So
where
then you
he's
don't go crazy either way. That's what I'm saying. If you guys get bashed,
mm,
he doesn't deserve to be in the hot seat. If you guys win, it's one game in isolation. It's his second game only in charge. You don't start parading around the
and
city.
it's
You
it's
know what I
it's
mean?
not. I wouldn't say parading, but that's when you start to that second you open the second nine. You're like, okay, yeah, like he's setting us up for some good football. If he, I'm telling you right now, bro, if he performs well on Wednesday, it's going to be reactionary, of course, even from the media, right? That's hands down. But in terms, because one, you said take account the level of opposition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who are we facing? We're facing the best team in the Premier League,
Mm-hmm.
right? Number one in the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the same team that you know they're finally at the crossroad of their 6 year long project, right? This is a team sharpened, right, to the highest degree. So for a manager to come in like that and second game only, he hasn't had much time. And what we're looking for more so is his ideas, whether the players can go out and implement, right? Because that's what was key even when he gave his pressers, is that's what it was, right? Like the way the players were set up. Again, I don't know if you guys did watch the game, right? But I saw the game from beginning to end, and that's why I noticed what the difference was between his setup versus Maresca's. And it's not easy, right? For anyone who plays, right? Like you're coming out under a new manager, it's new tactics, it's new instructions, it's new positioning. It's not easy for someone to right to learn that in a condensed amount of time and then to go out and execute that. Bro, I don't care what the opposition level is, right? Like for players to be at the right time, right? It's a system. You're drilling it into to right to get a certain accuracy in terms of movement and positioning in your players. It's not an easy thing to do. It doesn't happen overnight, right? But despite that, bro, the players look good. They look good, and I'm happy. To be honest, I'm happy because I haven't seen, again, like I said, even against that type of level of opposition, I haven't seen Chelsea play in that way, right? So yeah,
I'm
man.
happy you're happy.
All right, all right. Well,
Verdad just there. I can see Verdad just there giggling the whole time behind his hand, bro. He's killing me.
I'm happy you're happy. There's another 14 Premier League teams, or 13 Premier League teams that are happy. Tomorrow, we all anticipate Liverpool to beat Barnsley, and I'll make it 14 out of 20 Premier Leagues gone through. Um, Just quickly before we get to the EFL Cup preview, because we have a lot to talk about today about our preseason prediction review, because there were some wild predictions. Some predictions that we're going to come back to haunt some people. Um, you know, one may say those predictions are similar to the ones that are currently being made for the last 18 minutes on the pod. But hey, you didn't hear from me. Just a man with his thoughts. Um, just quickly, some of the notable results. Forest got knocked down by Wrexham in PKs, and those of you who don't know Wrexham, they're owned by Ryan Reynolds, and they have the TV series. I actually watched that game. Forest were piss poor, man. Forest were piss poor. I don't know how they got it to PKs, but they were piss poor. Macclesfield beat the FA Cup holders Palace 2-1, so there will be a new holder this year. I think CJ made a note in our group chat that there was a fully rotated squad. Um, but for Palace, like, you can't go out like this. I don't know about you guys, but you cannot go out like this. And Everton, they lost to Sunderland in PKs. Everton did not score a single PK. Did not score a single one. Robin Royce saved majority of them, and I think there was a few that the players just missed, but just shambolic. Um, we heard Laurent chat about what Chelsea did against Charlton Athletic 5-1. Man City, just they're such like they're animals. 10-1 against Exeter City. I don't know if you guys saw Antoine Semenyo scored his first goal in Man City colors. 10-1. 10 like at what point do you just think you're like, okay, maybe we should just kick the ball around?
Wait, Exeter City, are they in the championship?
I think they're in League One.
Oh, so that's even a league lower.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. They're in League One, yeah. They're 14th place in League One.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
10 goals.
Yeah, I think that's expected because I'm pretty sure even in League One, usually those are part-timers as well, no?
In some cases,
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
10-1.
yeah, yeah. No, it's not championship level opposition, so we can't have too much about that.
But what we can talk about is Manchester United. Both of you thought United were going to beat Brighton, and both of you
Honestly,
were
yo,
wrong.
they look decent for at least the portion of the match that I did tune into. They look decent. I'm not gonna lie. They actually didn't look too bad. It was unfortunate they scored late and they had a chance. I think even after that, but yeah.
But you know who actually looks decent this year so
Ooh.
far? Wolves. They
Hmm.
won again, 6-1 against Shrewsbury Town. They haven't lost in 2026 yet.
Oh yeah, let's hope they can keep that run going.
I mean, if Chelsea was next who they were playing, I would definitely bet on them.
Jeez, I don't know. I don't know about this iteration of Chelsea, but
Oh, fuck. Uh, EFL Cup this week. Let's break down both games. The holders, Newcastle. They play host to Man City, coming off that emphatic victory, 10-1. Semenyo scored. Newcastle, they beat Bournemouth. It was a little bit nervy, but they were able to handle it. Harvey Barnes and Anthony Gordon have a very good connection with each other across both wings. And Nick Poltamata, the way that he holds the ball up, honestly, I think it's better for their style of play than Alexander Isak.
really.
With having the pacey wingers, yeah,
Wait, what's the difference between him and Isak, you'd say?
strength,
Hmm.
aerial ability. Not to say that Isak is a poor player, but just his like aerial ability, his aerial threat, his strength to connect the ball, like he's they know how to use him. Um, what do you guys expect? Because Newcastle, they're at a slight disadvantage because the first leg is at St James's Park. Do you guys expect a cagey affair, or do you guys expect a goal fest? Like, what are you expecting out of this?
It's gonna be a scrap. I think it's definitely gonna be a fight, in every sense of the word. I think Newcastle is gonna try and take the game to City because it's first leg being at St James's Park, right? So knowing that the second leg is at the Etihad, I think Newcastle is gonna try and go all out to win this game, right? They know that they need to get some sort of advantage going into the second leg. So this is the one they see they might be opportunists and try and see if they can get the better of City. And so that being said, I think it'll be a pretty back and forth open game because City's not the type of team to sit back either, right? So I think both teams might try and go for it, feel each other out. Who knows? But if it gets late in the game and it's still draw or still level, you might see both teams maybe just see out the game, go for the draw, kind of play it out the last 20 minutes, and just call a spade, shake hands, and bring it all to play for in the second leg. But again, that's if I think it's still tight down the stretch, right? Like if it's still level in like the 70th minute, so on. But um, beforehand, though, yeah, I think anything goes. Like I said, up to that point in the game, I think we're in for a pretty exciting first half. If you're going to tune into that first half, anyone who's going to tune into the game, I think would see an exciting first 45 minutes. And again, kind of like boxers feeling each other out, might land a first punch, first blow, see who comes out on top. And I think again, with Newcastle being at home, they'll start with the high energy and high tempo. So it'll be an interesting game, though, for sure. It'll be just interesting to see how City even approaches it.
Especially with their injuries in their back line.
Mm.
So
Not much chance to rotate right now, right? Then they got Premier League on the weekend,
yeah.
so they don't really have much of a back line to
And their
rotate with.
Premier League game in the weekend is the Manchester Derby. So it's not
Yeah.
like it's something that they can play strong and then play weak. They have to play
Hmm.
two strong sides. And then Champions League is back. Sorry, no, and then sorry, my apologies. The
The
second
following
leg
week.
of this.
Mhm.
Ron, thoughts? Do you agree with CJ
Yeah,
on the
no, I
first
agree.
leg of that?
I think yeah, KG is the right word, especially with a team like Newcastle, right? And that's to me, it's usually their go-to style in these type of games. Uh, but I don't know if they're gonna have enough finesse to get past City, especially with that new signing, right?
Semenyo?
Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, that looks like trouble to me
Hmm.
on that left-hand side. Yeah.
Okay. So
Did
before
we
we,
have we?
oh sorry,
Oh, sorry. Have we talked about that Semenyo signing since he's signed there?
no, this is the
Have we
first
talked?
pod after.
Do you guys think like what do you guys think of that? Like, was that like a game changing signing for City? Does it make sense even to you guys? Like why
I
they did that?
Because who I mean who plays on that side, right? It's you have Doku,
Mm-hmm.
and then oh no, you can even get Marmoush to right.
Hmm.
Marmouche.
Now I
You
know
could
with
put Cherokee there.
Shirky on that. I swear
Could
Shirky's more so
you?
central, no?
Yeah, but you could.
Mm.
You could put Savino.
Yeah, that's true. You could have a Savino. Even though I think he would prefer to play on the right hand side.
He would prefer, but I mean, in a pinch,
Yeah, yeah, no, but because I feel like with Semenyo, you probably even have better ball delivery from that side for a guy like Holland. Um, And I know with Doku, the end product usually, right? And that's two. I think it comes down to end product, I feel. Um, yeah, plus he's strong, man. Semenyo, he's a strong guy. So yeah, it should be interesting to see how it unfolds.
game changing isn't the word that I would use. Depth is what I would use.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But given the injuries that they have in the back line, I think this was City just flexing the fact that the 115 is never going to happen, and they just have money to spend, and they're just going to spend it freely.
Mm.
Like I don't think. I think the minutes that Semenyo thinks he's going to get isn't going to happen. I think Doku still will be favored over him. I still think
Really?
Semenyo will be, yeah. When it comes down to the stretch, yeah. I may be
Really?
wrong, but I don't see this being a long term good signing. Maybe short term for the first 5 6 games, but I don't see this being a good signing long term because they need help in the defense. If they get Gahey on top of it, okay, then maybe. But right now, no.
Mm.
Why? What do you think? Do you think it was a good signing?
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, how do I view this? Like, again, if you're a title rival, right? If you're Arsenal, like, is this something that like scares you and thinks, oh, like this significantly increases their chance of winning the Prem? Like, is that the game-changing signing that's going to make the difference between us winning the league and them? Like, not really. You know what I mean? He's just another. I think you said it best, actually. I think he's just more depth in an already strong attacking line. So it's kind of interesting that they made that change midway through the season. It's like, do you need that? I mean, in some ways, he can come in and who knows, it could disrupt things. You know what I mean? Like, where's the balance now come from? Are you gonna Doku's playing there and playing well on that side? You have attack wasn't their problem so far this season, right? You have Foden, you have Ryan Cherky, you have Doku in those areas. You have all these great attacking players in that area. So this is just like another luxury piece. It wasn't really a necessity piece. And then he comes in and he's probably going to expect to play Semenyo, right? At some degree. So like I don't look at it and say, okay, this is the game changing signing that's going to get them over the line or get them ahead of us. I say, well, you're already strong in that area anyways, and it's not like he's I don't know. We could all be eating
He's not a
crow at the end of
level
this,
rate. He's
but
not a ceiling raiser. You know.
yeah, I don't think so. Anyways, I think he just fits in with an already good attacking forward line. Do you know what I mean?
But
I
at
don't
the
know.
same
Yeah.
time,
That's
too, are we overlooking his defensive abilities? Because I feel like, right nowadays, where the wingers also have defensive duties, could that be something at play, right? Whereas, Jeremy Doku, I don't know if you're right, his defensive prowess is something you can depend on, but a guy like Semenyo, he does feel like he does have those tendencies to track back, right? Especially at Bournemouth and help out on the defensive side of things. So,
He might be more of a luxury still then. Because if you really want to think about the defensive side and you have your central defenders both injured, Vardio for long term, and then Ruben Diaz looks like it's going to be month and a half, 2 months, you would get a center back. You wouldn't have a luxury signing. Like, I know what you're saying with the defensive work rate, but that's something that you can build into, like, you can coach that. Whereas you can't coach an 18-year-old coming to play against Premier League sides, right? If you
mm,
call someone up. So we listen. We all may be wrong, but at this very moment in time, I think it's more of a luxury signing. I don't think it's as an Arsenal fan, as our title rivals. I'm not more scared that they have Semenyo. Let me put it that way.
because at the end of the day, their struggles are still in defense. They still need to fix their
Correct.
defensive issues.
Correct.
wait, so then, okay, whose idea was it then to make the signing? Because it can't be Pep. If you're saying it's a luxury signing, to me it doesn't make sense that it would be Pep, given the fact that it seems like Pep might not even be there. Um,
No, I think it was the board because there's already rumors coming out that they're not re-signing John Stones, and
mm,
Pep loves John Stones.
right.
So, um, anyways, before we move on to predicting the Arsenal Chelsea game, let's do the prediction for the City game. Mr. Piano, just say it.
I'm gonna go draw.
I knew it. I'm gonna go Newcastle.
Yeah, I think hmm, they're in good form right now too, in Newcastle. Kind of been getting some good last minute winners at home. Um, but I think they'll concede. So I'm gonna go draw as well.
Okay. Um, big matchup at the bridge. Arteta is gonna, show the PA teacher what managing is like, not head coach. Managing a squad is like. First leg, Chelsea will be missing Caicedo. Cucurella will be playing, and who knows? Uh, maybe you'll finish the game with 11 on without Caicedo there. Maybe you won't because Cucurella is playing. Who knows? Um, for me, The only thing for me I have to say in this game is the way that Madueke played off the right and the way Martinelli played. Would not want to see Saka and Trossard come into this game, which I think they will, with the fact that they played the entire game. The lineup that I would like to see is Kepa, White, Saliba, Gabriel, MLS, Zubamendi, Marino, Eze, and then Madueke, Gyökeres, Martinelli. I would not want to see Saka or Trossard to start the game. Sure, they can come on at halftime. And no, it's not disrespecting Chelsea. It's more so it's first leg. You know, we can take care of business. This squad, I'm more than confident that they can take care of business at the bridge. Um, Kepa and Madueke, I think they have something to prove against Chelsea, and Martinelli's red hot right now. And Gyökeres is just going to bully those center backs.
Hold on. Red hot. Where does the red hot come from Martinelli?
In cup competitions, he's been scoring.
All right. So it's cool to now factor in opposition. Sorry, no, we have to factor in opposition.
Yeah, but I'm talking about cup competitions. He's our highest goal scorer in Champions League. So when I'm talking about cup competitions, it's Champions League, EFL Cup, and FA Cup. So you really want to continue that?
Boy, yeah, your boy is gonna forget his passport at home. Like once he gets to the bridge, bro. So let's just leave it at that. And oh, by the way, let him know, eh? Let him know, because after his incident at Liverpool,
Here we
let
go.
him let him know, you know?
Yeah, it's funny how everyone thinks that it was Martinelli that injured Connor Bradley.
No one's saying
he injured himself.
No one's saying he injured him.
If his injury was so significant, then why are you crawling back on the field where the optics of it are your bitch ass is trying to fucking waste time and someone's pushing you off the field so that the game can continue?
Time wasting or not, optics, whatever. Let him know if he wants to come in, right? With that on that kind of time, we're ready for all of that. We're ready for all of that, right? Like,
listen, you guys need to just keep 11 men on the field. You don't need to get involved in any of
that. Nah.
CJ, before we go to Laurent, what do you expect? What type of lineup do you expect from this game, and how do you think Arteta is gonna line up?
Yo, it's a good point you made there about the starting 11. I automatically just defaulted to thinking that he's going to play the strongest 11 and play Saka, play Trossard, even Declan Rice, are pretty much as strong as we can go. But on the other side of the coin, you gave me something else to think about. Maybe not, because we do have to play them for over 2 legs, not just the one game. So it's do you want to, kind of not show your full hand right away or so early, let some of the squad players play in and throw a Saka in later if needs be, throw a Rice in later if needs be, give them something different to think about, right? Do you start hot right away, or do you understand that, hey, this is going to be 1 over 2 legs, not just, 1 leg, or not just the first 45 minutes. So it's interesting, actually. I kind of wasn't looking at it like that. I just thought instantly he's going to throw out the best team. But he may not. He may continue with Martinelli, as you said, because off of this last game, he's in form, I guess, with the hat trick. He could opt to do that. I don't know. I'm not sure. In my head, I was thinking to start with Saka and Trossard still on the flanks, and start Declan Rice and Zubamendi. And I still may go that way, essentially because you don't want to fall behind either too early on, or give Chelsea that sort of edge or momentum. So, and I do believe that's why he rested those guys today, right? Zubamendi, Rice, all of them. I think he will start with those, to be fair. I think Saliba will come back in as well at center back. Gabby. I think Timber will start at right back. I would like to see Kepa play. I mean, he's got us here up to this point. He's not he's no
slouch.
Yeah, exactly. As a goalkeeper, right? He may be motivated going to his former ground. But the same can be said for Madueke, and let's not forget the likes of Kai Havertz and whatnot are back in the squad, going back to Stamford Bridge. So there's a big narrative around this game, obviously, right? With players from both sides, no love lost, really. Um, from a lineup perspective, though, are you concerned about left back at the moment? Like not just this game, but going forward. And I ask this because obviously with Nkapie and Calafiori out, left back is a key position in Arteta's teams. Miles Lewis-Skelly, I mean, do we have a conversation about him at the moment? He is not looking a shadow of himself, to be honest with you. There's a little bit concerns there. He just looks like a bit a yard off the pace. But against Liverpool, obviously we saw he didn't look great. Again, he got roasted a few times by Frimpong, which can happen because Frimpong has pace, right? But I mean, we're talking about a guy in MLS who played left back against Real Madrid in the Bernabeu semifinals of the Champions League last year, and he kept all those guys quiet, Rodrigo and the likes, right? So I don't know. This season, left back, he's looked a bit shaky, and I'm a bit concerned about that. I don't know if he's out of confidence or out of form or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I mean, are you concerned? Because now we're playing better level opposition on Wednesday. Today he played, and today I have to admit didn't look the greatest either. It got booked because again, one of those ones where he's a yard slower or a bit behind the pace or the play of the game. So he obviously has to foul the guy when he's drawing him back.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Laurent's there smiling, right? Licking his lips saying, yeah, gonna send a quick message to Rosenior and the likes to say, yeah, this is the weak link. But yeah, from your perspective, are you concerned about our left back situation at the moment with MLS looking a bit out of sorts?
Nope. I think it's a confidence thing. And with my concern, no, I think he's going to get a run of games. And I think having Gabriel, Zubamendi, Rice to support him, no, I'm not concerned. Especially not concerned for Cole Palmer or Savio.
Esteval, please.
Whatever it is. Whatever his name is, I'm not concerned at all. Zero concern. I think Frimpong is more of a player than Esteval and Cole Palmer.
Careful, fam. You're about to send Laurent to the ER, bro.
I mean, wait till we look at his review his preseason predictions. That might be a fucking ER visit itself. But am I worried? No, I'm not. To be honest with you, and I'm not just saying that just to banter Laurent. Like genuinely, I'm not worried. I think he'll get a run of games, and I think he'll
Play himself back into form.
yes, and I think he plays up to the competition. I think what you saw today is him playing to the competition level because I think he's still young and naive, and he's not taking the game seriously. You know what I mean? Like, when you're young and naive, you're like, oh, we should win this game. Ah, fuck it, I'll just get a yellow card. Like, who cares? I think that's what that was. Because when there's big games, he shows up.
So then, what do you think it was for the Liverpool game?
I think
Yeah,
he
for
just
the
wasn't expect. He wasn't mentally thinking that he was coming in because it was an injury, right? I don't think he was like mentally like, oh shit, I gotta go. He's not a mature player to be like, okay, you get called upon, you gotta just switch on. He's still like 19, right? 18 or 19. So like I think, and Frimpong was playing well. Like he was even giving Nkapie problems. So I don't think it was isolated to MLS. I think Nkapie did a little bit better because he's physically more dominant. But Frimpong had him Nkapie's number as well. I might just be like just being super kind and super nice, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all.
Hmm.
Mr. Piana, tell us.
Well, I mean, from the Chelsea side of things, you know, no banter or banter aside, I think the only person we're really concerned for is Elephant Man on uh yes, yes. For those of you at home who do not know who I'm referring to with this, I'm talking about the one and only Portuguese superstar. Well, at least he came from the Portuguese side of things. Dominated there, a complete beast, a complete monster, and then he found himself in the Premier League, and that's that. And it's the one and only Gyökeres, the man who has not had a shot in the last how many games? That guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, apart from that, I think Arsenal's abilities, for one, we have seen are the set pieces, which If I'm being completely honest, at this point in time, two would be very dangerous for us because one, there was a switch in terms of our staff, and I don't know if they have that up to par yet in terms of defending set pieces, right? So they can really catch us off guard with that. And apart from that, it seems they also have the ability to get the ball to other non-attacking players, right? That can find the back of the net. And I guess the pressing, overall the pressing. But yet again, the new ideas, the fresh ideas, I have faith in the new manager, so I think we'll be able to hold our own. Even a draw, if I'm being completely honest, a draw is a successful result in this game, and I think the manager would be able to take a lot from that into the second leg. So yeah.
What lineup do you expect him to put out there? Because you won't have Caicedo. Think Andre Santos plays in there, or do you think Enzo's going to be the sitter and then play Estevao and Palmer together and
No,
try to
so
go for it?
if so based off what we seen last game, and again also based off some of the games I seen off of Strasbourg, most likely it's gonna be Santos and Enzo there
Okay.
as a double pivot, and then I guess you most likely have Palmer in the 10. Um, or you could even put Bueno in the 10 and then Palmer on the right.
Oh, I would love that. Play
Some,
Bonanotin.
something like that. But
Man, he's
again, right?
so good. Actually, don't play him. He's so good. He's so dangerous.
Listen, man. All I'm gonna say is new leadership, right? A new morale. Those players that you've seen in the past,
Mm-hmm.
right, have been given a new lease, in terms of football. So it's not gonna be the same players. It's not gonna be the same. That's all I'm gonna say. And apart from that, in terms of just lineup, well, if I'm being completely honest, right? Yes, you're talking about the strongest lineup, the Reece James, right? You can even have there. Funny enough, right? You can even put in a Reece James and then push up Enzo Fernandez, right? But the thing is, no one really knows, if we're being honest, right? Because the lineups we're used to were under the reign of Maresca,
Mm-hmm.
and we do not know how, right, based off his training sessions with the players, how he's going to decide who the strongest 11 is going to be, right, for his system and whatnot. So,
And you guys have a tough game on the weekend. You're hosting Brentford. That's not an easy game.
mm,
Like we're
right,
away to Forest. Yes, that's not an easy game, but out of the two, that's easier than Brentford.
right. Yeah. But, yeah, no, but overall, I think it should still be a solid game. A solid game. And, yeah, so long as we have 11 men on the pitch, I'm confident, man. I'm confident.
So you're confident for a draw? You're confident for a Chelsea win?
Uh, you know what? Cause I feel like I'm at the casino here, so I'm gonna go with a Chelsea win on this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
I'm a
he's gonna.
hmm
Sorry, continue.
No, I'm a bet on him. I'm gonna bet on him, and I'm
Okay.
gonna go Chelsea win.
I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna play Reece James in midfield. To be honest with you, I think if he's done his homework enough, and like
Mm,
as a typical PE teacher should, he went on Moodle and did his research assignments.
mm,
I think he'll have studied, right? That obviously without a Caicedo, who was the man of the match the last time the two of us played, right? It was Reece James who dominated that midfield. So I
mm.
think if he's smart, he'll do that and then put like a Gusto at right back. Because I'll tell you now, if you guys do
Or
start
even a
with
Chempong. You can even put a Chempong as
yeah,
a right back.
yeah. But I think without Caicedo, especially again, obviously in the way Reece James performed in midfield last time
Mm,
out against us, I think he'd be wise to do that. I think if he goes with that Santos and Enzo double pivot midfield that you mentioned, I think we would have a field day with that, assuming our
Oh,
best three midfielders start.
yeah.
Because again, we all talk about our reservations with Enzo in a deeper
mm,
midfield position, right? Especially without the likes of Caicedo and his defensive discipline or lack thereof or defensive awareness, right? He's not naturally defensive minded. So especially against a really good opposition and a good midfield in Arsenal with the likes of Declan Rice and so on, I don't know. If I'm an Arsenal fan, I'd be encouraged by that. Let's just say, if Enzo's one of the two in that pivot, trying to protect that back four and trying to, get back in transitions. So that might be something to consider. So if you guys did do that, I would be happy with that, I would say. But who knows? Yeah, I think he'll start with Reece in the middle. But overall, a quick question for you guys. Like overall, who is this a bigger game or tie for? Who is this? Is this bigger for Arsenal or for Chelsea? Like,
Chelsea.
Is there more pressure on Arsenal or Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Mm,
Chelsea only because the board wants to make a statement to say we got it right.
But even if
wait, so then
Rosenior wasn't
shouldn't the question be who has more to lose from this, right?
kind of like it's all the same. Even before they brought Rosenior in, I was gonna still kind of ask that question. Like if it was still Enzo in charge, just generally, who is this a bigger
Yeah. So then,
semi-final
wait.
for?
So if we're asking who has more to lose, I think it's Arsenal, in my opinion,
And why do you say that?
because given the circumstances, you guys aren't expected to lose. You see what I'm saying? You guys should not lose. Whereas with us, right? Even a good performance, even if we do lose, is still good. Because to answer Murdad's point, you can still say we got it right so long as we perform, even if the result doesn't go our way. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm.
However, if you guys lose, even if you do perform, I do not think you guys have the same leeway given the circumstances. PE teacher and all, you know?
In some senses, because again, like I said, I would have asked this question if Enzo was still in charge. I would have still said who's this bigger for? Who's the semi-final tie bigger for? Chelsea or Arsenal as a club, not even just managers. As a club, who's this more important for? But I guess you with the extra narrative of the new manager, and now it's this new guy versus Arteta. Maybe there is an extra bit of narrative where it's like Arteta couldn't and shouldn't lose to this new guy, this new process, this new PE, whatever teacher, whatever he is that we're all bantering him about, right? Surely Arteta should get the better of this guy, right? That would be maybe the extra narrative and extra pressure on it. So the only thing I thought about when you said that is, I mean, if we're out of this, if we lose this competition, we're out of it. We still have more to play for. We have the main priorities to play for, I guess, still. Whereas this would be a pretty big cup win for Chelsea if they were to progress, because this is, again, you guys aren't, with all due respect, you're not fighting for the Premier League crown at the moment. And I don't think many people would even put you guys as favorites for Champions League either, right? So like this is a cup that you guys, in your phase of where you guys are at, in the direction of where you guys are at as a club, another domestic cup would be good for you guys. Whereas Arsenal is expected, win or lose, to go on and achieve bigger things than just the EFL this season. So I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I think, yeah, it's still pressure because Arsenal is expected to win trophies this season nonetheless, and this is the first one that we can win. So what would losing do, in terms of the mental state for the rest of the season? I'm not sure, but I don't know. I just thought I would ask the question, and because I'm curious to know what you guys think about it.
No, I hear you. And to quote again, Liam Rosenior, well, I'm more so paraphrasing, but Chelsea has 4 competitions to play for.
Oh,
All right, so I'll leave it at that, and that's the attitude I want.
enlighten us. What are the 4 competitions? I just want
That's
to make sure we're all on the same page.
that is, you guys know it's a quadruple for reasons. There's only 4 competitions, right? We didn't create a 5th one out of thin air, so you know the 4, and that's the attitude because he came in, right, and he showed that he has that ambition that no matter where we're at the table, he's still willing to play for all the cards. So yeah, no, I'm again, right? So even if we do
But
lose,
in terms of the Premier League, then do you think that like Wolves can say that as well, and Crystal Palace and like Brentford and Fulham and those sides?
listen, so long as you're mathematically in the game, like you're
Okay.
still there. You know what I mean? Like you still play, right? No, I assume that's like that's the approach that most people would take in life, right? So long as you're alive and you're beating, right? And you have shit, you might even be missing limbs. But so long as you're able to think, you're about to move forward, right? What is it that Martin Luther King said, right? That if you can't walk, crawl. If you can't, right? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you have to keep one foot in front of the other. So that's the attitude. That's to me is the attitude, right? And you want to see that. You want to see that until the final day. You want to see your players give it your all. So yeah, that's respectable to me. Um, yeah. So
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
sure we laughed at Luke Shaw when he said that United was looking to win the Premier League as well at the beginning of the season.
I'm taking Arsenal to win. I think this game comes too early for the PA teacher, and I think it'll be like a 2-1 or 1-0 to the Arsenal.
would that be a satisfactory scoreline for you guys?
Going away
A
to the
win?
bridge?
Of course.
Are
What?
you insane? Yeah.
Hmm.
CJ, do you have a draw on this? I feel like you're gonna say draw.
First leg at the bridge. Hmm. Yeah, I'll play it safe down the middle. Yeah, draw.
So there's a chance for me to get 0 points and Laurent to get 2 points. Yeah, Laurent, you can go ahead of me this week because I picked Newcastle and Arsenal. And
Mm.
if you get the draw, then I dropped to third place.
All
There's a
right, we're
lot.
we're at 50. No, we have 49. CJ has 50, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So I mean, if you get both right, you'd actually tie CJ up top the leaderboard.
Mm.
Well, it depends. It depends on how the moving parts go, right? If he gets two right and I get
One.
mine wrong,
Well, no,
he
you
could, he, he
you
could
can
jump to
only
first
get
place.
one. Yeah, you can only get one because you both
Hmm.
said draw for the Newcastle, and then he said
Hmm.
Chelsea. So if Chelsea wins and Newcastle City draw, then he ties you.
Right, right, right. What were your predictions again?
Newcastle and Arsenal.
Newcastle, Arsenal. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, man.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting week.
Well, now, so preseason we started our preseason predictions for the Premier League season. Some of the predictions that we did were league winner, golden boot, player of the year, relegation teams, underachieving team of the year, overachieving team of the year, and manager of the year. Now, fellas, who would you like me to start with?
We'll save the best for last, so I think either me or you should go first, Merdad.
All right, I will start. Um, League winners, I said Arsenal, currently sitting in first place. Off to a good start. Golden Boot, Erling Haaland, again, first place, off to a good start. PFA Player of the Year, Declan Rice. He is making a very good, you know,
Yeah, I would say so.
very good, putting up a very good resume this year. And I think if Arsenal go on and achieve the Premier League, I think he would. I don't see anyone else from the Arsenal squad getting it, unless somehow Gyökeres gets 20 goals from now to the end of the year, or Martin Odegaard starts putting up trees, or
I think
Saka goes
Gabriel
on
could
a
have a
tear.
shout if
Yeah,
he stays
Gabriel.
fit.
Yeah.
Is that
Uh,
position, sorry, is that award given to the winner usually of
Usually.
Usually.
mm.
Yeah. My relegation trio in order: West Ham, Burnley, and Wolves. So, so far so good. Underachieving team of the year:
Wait, sorry,
Manchester.
say it again. West Ham, Burnley, Wolves.
Yeah,
Was your three that you selected?
yeah.
Holy bro, are you the Oracle? Fuck is yo? There's no way, bro. Is that rigged? Because he's actually yo. If that's like where to end today, you're actually spot on.
I mean, it is recorded. You can go back and look.
Yo, I might have to because what the fuck? I'm tripping. That's
Um,
crazy.
Underachieving team of the year: Manchester United, currently sitting in seventh. Like, if we're talking about Manchester United levels, this is underachieving. But judging from where they came from last year, I would say so far this one's wrong for me. Overachieving team of the year, Everton sitting in 12th. I think they can do a little bit better, so I would say this is wrong as well. And then I didn't mess up that badly with my manager of the year. Not as badly as both of you, but I said David Moyes for my manager of the year. So
What? Yeah, you actually might be the worst of the three. Oh wait, no, hold on. Laurent said put him
whoa,
into
whoa,
Laurent.
whoa, whoa!
All right.
Relax.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want
Um,
to expose too much, but I don't know
what do
about
you guys
that one,
think?
bro.
You guys think I fucked up a lot? Like, what would you give me out of 10 for my predictions? One being terrible, 10 being outstanding.
Probably say like a 7,
Yeah,
7.5.
7.
Okay, thank you. That's actually high praise. Coming from you,
I'm just tripping about your relegation trio. Like that's actually fucking perfectly spot on if that's the case. I don't know. I might have to go check the records though. It sounds pretty rigged.
go on Instagram. It's posted on our Instagram. This is where I took it from.
That's funny.
All right, CJ. So you had said Liverpool as the league winners, currently sitting in fourth.
Mm.
Erling Haaland, Golden Boot. Um, player of the year. Would you like to say the player's name?
Man like Florian Wirtz. He's in a bit of form, so hold on. We're still putting all our
Oh God.
our eggs in that basket. Back in
Um,
form.
relegation: Sunderland, Burnley, Wolves. Looks like Sunderland was your wrong prediction
Mm,
because I do not think they'll get relegated.
mm.
Underachieving team of the year: Newcastle, currently sitting in sixth. To be honest with you, if they get a Conference League spot or even a Europa League, I think that's a good year for them.
You know what's crazy is a week ago that prediction would have looked good because they were like in 13th. But if you guys look at the point spread between like 13th
It's
and
tight.
6th, it's actually crazy. Like
Yeah.
one win can jump you up there.
And who knows? What if they get to the finals of the EFL Cup?
Mm.
That would still be good for them as well, right? Overachieving team of the year, Fulham, currently sitting in ninth place. I mean, judging from where they were a few
That's
weeks
pretty
back,
good.
sitting in ninth, 31 points. And like you said, if they win the next couple games, they're only 4 points off fourth place. So Marco Silva's definitely done something. Manager of the year, your favorite manager preseason, you were, on him. You were saying, look at all these signings. There's no way Arsenal can win. You had picked Arnie Slot.
Mm. In my defense for that one, when it comes to the managers, I think between the three of us, I'm probably I win that one for the managers.
If Everton finished top six, I think mine's better.
I'll agree with that. If they finish top 6, yeah, I agree.
Laurent, what do you give CJ out of 10?
Hmm.
I don't want to be mean, CJ, because you gave me a high number, but I'd probably give you like a 5 or a 6, or like 5.5.
No,
Yeah, I was gonna say something like that.
The only reason why, and listen, we're both Arsenal fans. The only reason why is because when we were doing the predictions and you were so high on Liverpool, and I had said, look, dude, it's not gonna work. Yes, injuries aside, yes, we would have never known the injuries, but like I just did like, yeah. And the fact that you didn't even take an Arsenal player for PFA Player of the Year, like I thought you were actually gonna go Declan Rice,
Who did I say for player of the year?
Florian Wirtz.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? Yeah.
So for
Bro,
me,
Yeah.
yeah,
what's wrong?
that
What's just
really
wrong with this guy, bro? How you gonna pretend like you forgot who the hell you know exactly who you chose for that?
So you know I wasn't confident in that prediction.
oh fuck.
Uh,
No, that's a
And
fair score though. I think I would have given myself something like that too. I mean, if we're giving you like a 7, then that sounds about right. Because I still think you were the closest between the three of us
mm,
so far at least.
um, shall we do this last one or should we bypass it? Because I think people may turn off the pod as soon as I say the first one.
nah, we gotta do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, Mr. Piana, Mr. Didier Drogba,
Mm-hmm.
league winners, Chelsea,
Chelsea. Chelsea.
End the stream. Thanks, folks. Thanks for coming. See you next week.
Currently sitting in eighth place, Chelsea. Golden Boot, you got it right. Erling Haaland. Player of the Year, Cole Palmer.
Still time.
No.
Still time.
I would argue that's worse than mine. The guy's played like 2
It's
games.
way worse. It's way worse. There's no argument there. It's way worse. Man stubbed his toe playing FIFA.
No. But injuries though. Your guy at least had like a good amount of games to play, and did not perform. Whereas my guy, bro, the guy was injured for a big portion of the season.
Allegedly. Some say he didn't want to play against Arsenal. Some say he's injured.
Bro, I swear the stub toe came after he was he recovered from the first injury, which was the big part, and then stub toe misses like 1 or 2 games, and then he's back. So
conveniently when Chelsea were supposed to play Arsenal.
But he'll be there. He'll be there.
I would love to see him there. I would love to see him in the starting lineup. Your relegation trio, Sunderland, Burnley, Leeds. So you had the 3 coming up, going back down, and 2 out of the 3 do not look like they're getting relegated.
I mean, Leeds, what? How many? Bro, I swear they're...
Leeds are sitting in 16th place, but they have a 8-point cushion. And to be honest with you, unless something crazy happens, because Leeds have been playing quite well, I do not think they'll get relegated.
So that means West Ham has to step up, and Forest.
No, just West Ham and Burnley. And I do not see those 2 teams winning enough to bridge that gap, because Leeds have had a couple of really good results. Here's where it gets even funnier. You know, we started it off quite funny with Mr. Piana, league winner, Chelsea. Underachieving team of the year. Laurent, would you like to say it?
Laurent, tell us who your underachieving team was.
I'm saying Arsenal. And mind you, before you guys get all ahead of yourself, right? Even a second place finish right under that first place is underachieving. So let's not get too carried away.
Okay.
Right? You guys still have, like, how many games are left? Like, what, 15?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so wait, so hold that same energy. Who is your overachieving team of the year?
Chelsea.
Chelsea with what, though? Say it.
Bracket Centurions.
No, not Bracket Centurion. You said Chelsea were going to win the league as Centurions.
It is what it is. It was quite a disheartening first half of the season. The red cards did not add to our success. Right? Show that table again, the fair play table. Where we at? Right?
You guys are the worst.
Yeah, we're the worst.
You guys are so bad that your manager of the year prediction was who?
Enzo Maresca. And yeah, that man is sacked at the moment. He's been sacked. The only thing I can say is that under this new leadership,
we will still not get Centurion.
No, that's mathematically impossible here. But I think under this new leadership, who knows what Cole Palmer can bring to the table. And then
are you a betting man, Laurent?
Me?
I have a proposal for you.
What?
$500 says in the next 5 years, Chelsea will not be Centurion.
I wouldn't take that bet now.
Don't ever take that bet. Word to the wise, bro. Just a piece of advice.
Here, let me even make it straight. For the next 10 years, $500, Chelsea will not be Centurion. 10 years.
There'll be a time when I take the bet and I will come to you and then I will put the money up. But there will be a time, but it's not now. But there will be a time.
You are disrespecting that Man City team so much.
There'll be a time.
I hate City. I fucking hate City. Probably more than I hate Liverpool. You are disrespecting that Centurion team.
Like I said, there will come the time when the Chelsea the Chelsea reign on the Premier League will be established.
Oh my God.
There will be a time, trust me,
CJ, talk to your boy.
there will be a time when that club, Chelsea FC, right? Two-time Champions League winner, okay? One-time Club World Cup winner and only winner as of date will have its reign on the Premier League. And when that time comes, I will come to you, put the money up, and then I will give you the luxury of deciding whether or not you want to go forward with such a proposal.
Invincibles too? Will they do that or no?
Oh, Invincible. Well, I mean, not actually, now that you mention it, actually,
Here we go.
Chelsea does have an invincible type of record. For those of you who don't know, I forgot which season it was, but yeah, Chelsea
1931.
Chelsea was the only club to and there's a term for it, but I forgot what the term is, but from day one has won the league by remaining first every single game. From match day 1 to match day 30th.
Did
Has
they
never
lose
gone.
in that season?
No, you obviously you win the league because you're
But
first.
but did they lose?
No. Oh, sorry. Like did they lose
Yes,
the
they
game?
Did
lost.
they, did
Yes.
they lose a game in that season?
Yes, but
So therefore, they were not invincible.
no. I'm not saying invincible, but I'm saying is right to win a season by remaining first place throughout. It's almost like you're sprinting the 100 meters, right? You know when you see Usain Bolt sprinting, where you see a sprinter, and that guy's first from the moment the gun goes off to the finish line. No one else is able to overtake him, right? So I'll find out what year that is for you, and then I'll drop it in the group chat. But just so you guys know, right? That's the caliber of the Chelsea of yesteryears. And that's what Liam Rosenior said he wants to bring back. The Chelsea that everyone fears. So I'll leave it at that.
CJ, what would you rate Laurent's predictions out of 10?
3,
3. That's generous. Where
probably.
where does he get the 3 points? I only see 1 point.
Yeah, I'm probably being generous, huh? Actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, it's horrible. He's not even. It's
Like,
actually shocking.
so we can all agree that the Holland Golden Boot will
That's
very
probably the only
likely,
one that he got.
right?
He gets
And
right. Yeah.
Burnley. But he got the other, like Leeds aren't going to get relegated. Sunderland definitely aren't going to get relegated. The rest of the shit that he's talking about, I'll give you a 2. You know what? I'll be nice. I'll give you 2 out of 10.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because I don't want to give you a 1 because I think there's still a chance for, we've given up 10 point leads before. There's still a chance for Arsenal to finish second again. Um,
Wait, so
Burnley,
wait, if Arsenal finish second, my underachieving team of the year, does that
yeah,
apply?
that's what I'm saying.
Okay. CJ, do you agree?
That you get points for that for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Spot on.
Mm. All right.
I mean, yeah. If we're saying the objective was for Arsenal to win the league this year and nothing less, then I guess technically
Because it's a
you're
Premier League prediction, right? Like if we're talking about the year prediction, if Arsenal, for example, lose the league but they win champs, to me that's not underachieving.
That's definitely not underachieving. Yeah, if you win
But
one of the big ones, yeah.
yeah, but our predictions was primarily for Premier League. So if you're talking about Premier League, then 100% it's underachieving. 4 years in a row finishing second, 100%.
Mm.
So yeah, I think 2 out of 10 is fair. And I'm not trying to be mean, Laurent. It's just some of your predictions are like Maresca and Centurion. Maresca I would have understood because he won you 2 trophies. But Centurion, and it's not just because it's Chelsea. Like even if CJ said, "Oh, Liverpool are going to do Centurion," I'd be like, "You're disrespecting that City team." And Liverpool were the closest to do Centurion. Wasn't that year 99 points or was it 98?
Yeah, they
I
got
think it
something
was,
like that.
yeah, 98, 99.
98.
So like, damn. It's funny looking at the predictions, huh? A couple months into the season.
Yeah. Hey man, predictions are predictions for a reason, right? You can't get them all right, as they say.
Or in some
Um,
people's case, can't get any of them, right? So yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I would be saying that, right? For one, some of them are still pending, and then one was actually spot on, right? So due to technicalities, yeah, that doesn't apply. But yeah, we can revise this at the end of the season, and hopefully I can still get my grade up a bit. Maybe I think a maximum of 4 points.
I can get a maximum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get a maximum of 6. CJ can get a maximum of 1, 2. You can get a maximum of 4. Laurent, you can get 1.
Who was Laurent's player of the year? Cole Palmer.
Still time, bro. Still time. Still a lot of time. And by the
Nah,
way,
nah.
the season I was referring to is the 14-15 season. So match day 1 to 30th, first place.
Well,
I think that's the next thing under Invincibles. Or
No,
no,
bro. No,
or
no, no chance.
or no. You could have, okay, so you have like maybe
no, no.
You really are
Invincibles.
disrespecting the Centurions record, eh?
Yeah, no, so you have Invincibles, maybe Centurions there, and then right under there is that. First
No.
place from then so what's okay, so if you're
Nobody
saying
talks about that. I didn't even know that stat until you just said it. Nobody ever talks about that in terms of Premier League grades. There's been better Chelsea sides and statistics
wait, hold on,
than
hold on,
that
hold on, hold
season.
on. Do you understand what that means? Like from match day 1 to 38, you are first place, bro. No one overtakes you. That is consistent performances across the board. No matter how you cut it, right? That is you
Yeah,
are being consistently performing week in, week out. Mind you, even if you go Invincibles, you can still drop in the standings, right? Maybe you go
yeah.
second, you go third, and then you bounce back. But this we're talking about, you've never budged from first. Like imagine looking at your team standing week in, week out, and they're first from beginning to the end. Bro, that is a high achievement.
That's good. That's
It's
good.
a high achievement, bro. It's a high achievement.
It is good.
Yeah, and I'm pretty bro, name me another team that's done that from the first day to the last first place.
Bayern.
Bro, we're talking about the Premier League, bro.
No. Yeah, yeah, but you asked name me another team, and I
Listen,
named it.
there's nowhere we're using that as a benchmark.
You asked the question, and I
Jesus
answered.
Christ.
I think Chelsea's team who conceded 14 goals all season. I think that was more impressive.
Yep.
Yeah, there's been better Chelsea sides even. Not even looking at other clubs, just Chelsea Premier League winners alone who've done better than that. You know what I mean? It's like that's cool. Like it's all well and good, but it's nothing to write home about in terms of like the best Premier League sides. You know,
Yeah.
how many games did you guys lose that season? I'm curious to know.
I
Yeah,
think
let
2.
me search that up.
Either 1 or 2, I think.
That was under Jose. Eh?
Oh wow. Manchester United spoke with Michael Carrick.
Today,
Yeah, for the interim instead
so
of Oli.
no more Oli at the wheel.
No, it's 3 losses.
It's too many. It's too many.
All right, let's get this out. Liverpool Barnsley today for the listeners, viewers. For us, it's going to be tomorrow. We got Tuesday, the Newcastle City, and then Wednesday is Arsenal Chelsea. Let's just hope for a good game. And I hope, Laurent, for your sake, no banter aside, I genuinely hope it's 11-on-11. I don't want to see the spectacle get ruined with something idiotic. And there's a very high chance that it will be 11-on-11 because Caicedo is not playing. So
Yeah, no, I hope so too, for sure. Just to make it all overall competitive. Yeah, I agree.
well, CJ, take us away.
Yes, we have another big week ahead of us where there will be a little bit of division on the pod as both clubs be going head to head once again in London, the red side and the blue side. So let us all know where your allegiances lie. Drop a comment on the our platforms. We will be live for you guys on Thursday again, so we will have an immediate post game analysis for this. So we'll see who turns up in which kind of mood on the Thursday pod. But yeah, looking forward to it, man. Again, we're now in the business end of the season. So we have crucial games coming up in the cups, in the league, and it's exciting. So stick with us. We will be here to deliver you the content week in, week out, as we always are. So continue to support, like, subscribe, hype our videos, comments, all that good stuff, and feedback. We're always open to feedback. Let us know how, what you thought about how poor Laurent's predictions are so far. And
I was thinking about chiming in and saying that. I'm so glad you said it.
And yeah, for all those who have high ambitions and high hopes and dreams and goals in the world, just know that in order to become Chelsea manager, just make sure you get yourself a good LinkedIn photo, hit apply, and there's always a chance. That's it from me, folks. With that said, see you next time.
Oh man, I hope this ages well for you, bro. I hope this ages well for you.